It's lit now. Shout out EmEz and tune in to the sit down.
Check. EmEz. What's up, Brody?
Thank you for coming. This is the sit down. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the sit down. It's your guy EmEz. You know how I get. It's an all-rater, ain't none greater. Zeyi is in the building with me this afternoon.
What's going on?
What brings you to the sit down this afternoon, sir?
Yo, man, I'm a artist, producer, engineer, songwriter, MC. I have a great team and an even better project coming down the pipeline called Selfless. So we're just here, man. We're about to go on tour in a little bit, and we're just being active and just walking into these blessings out here and trying to maintain at the same time, you know?
Off the air, me and Zeyi was talking, and we got the vibing. So I kind of feel the jack of all trades.
Oh, yeah.
Once you become someone, you're like, it's 1, 2, 3, and it gets to the point where you're doing everything,
man.
So what kind of strains does that have on you in your career?
Oh, yeah, it's definitely, and I was talking to my bro outside. I'm also acting is a component that I've picked up lately as well. And so balancing that and being able to apply, just like in anything you pick up, you have to apply time and energy. You can't cheat the hustle out here.
No.
So,
There's no
I mean?
microwaving this shit.
That's boom, exactly what you're saying, and I feel like we live in such a microwave age.
Yes.
Right? Everyone, we're accustomed. If someone takes, 2 minutes to prepare our Starbucks drink, we start tripping,
Yep.
You know what I mean? Reheating food. But we got to get more into a sweet potato age, meaning, you cover the potato in tinfoil, put it in the oven, let it rock for 40 minutes, you know what I mean? And let it do its thing. So, that's where I'm at, and just putting the energy and the time and the focus into it all. So I'm timeless,
Okay, it says here that you've opened up for quite a few people.
Oh, yeah.
Would you like to go through the list?
For sure.
Name drop them, come on.
So I got a 3-6 Mafia, 3-6 Mafia, Talib Kweli, Dave East, Rich the Kid. Yeah, man. We who else we got? We got oh man, I'll be forgetting.
I got Manolo Rose.
Oh yeah, Manolo Rose.
Janaski.
That was dope. So, yeah, Janaski. We got who do we do? Slum Village recently.
Okay.
So yeah, we working, man.
What would you describe your sound as?
So my sound, I make what I would title life music, and I'm very particular when I say that because I make my music will shift depending on what I'm experiencing. So
Okay.
You can't. What I'm making is, I'm sharing with you my journal entries, right? And when I'm sharing with you my journal entries, if you find someone's diary or their journal and you read it, there is no good or bad, right? It just is. This is what happened, So what you're doing is,
So just so I can understand that. So you're saying in your journal entries, quote unquote, there's no bad, it just happens. So what about the bad moments that just happen?
So what you're doing is instead of at this point, instead of judging it, what I'm giving to you is it's more of an experience. It's how was your day? It's
Gotcha.
not damn, yo, that was a whack story you told about how your day went. No. This is what happened, and you're just experiencing that. You're either gonna say, dang, that's crazy, or you're going to say, word, it happened like that, or it's going to do something, it's going to be now an energy exchange. And so that's honestly the music that I make a point to put emotion behind it so that it gets put out like that. So from a genre perspective, I just have influences of my journal entries from a lot of different places. If the medium we're talking about is music, then I got influences from, my sound will resemble that of hip hop, R&B, neo soul, progressive house, jazz. So you got a lot of different feels because that's my influences that I use. Yeah.
How did those things influence you? How did you get to those influences?
So I grew up in a musical household. So, and not even where anybody play instruments per se, anything like that. But, I just got black parents who, they the black parents who you get a plate from at the barbecue, when you leaving the cookout, you got all kind of stuff playing in the background. So,
Gotcha.
And then from that, I've never had an issue, just having friends and influences and people who are close to me of different backgrounds. So, I got introduced, I have a whole rock section that I'm into, you know what I mean? I have, yeah.
What's your favorite rock group?
Oh, Nirvana, hands down.
Absolutely.
Nirvana, then I say Red Hot
Absolutely.
Chili Peppers after that.
Okay.
So those are my two staples.
Do you listen to country music?
Yo, so country music, I'll tell you like this. Country music has some of the most incredible storylines ever. So I will go on. I listen to music now a lot of times for how are they telling the story, the writing behind it, you know, because that influences me, you know, and so country music, the way they just storytell in country music is next level. You listen to country music and you line it up to R&B, you put a different, you know what I mean? I'm telling you, it's crazy.
You ain't got to tell me. I know. Neo's wrote a couple songs for some couple country artists.
Yeah, Lionel Richie back in the day.
And
you know
then
what I mean?
got Lil Nas X right now that's doing it. So,
right.
So you're absolutely right. Where are you from originally?
So born in Harlem. Then we moved. My fam moved upstate. And then I did high school in Jersey.
What part of Jersey?
North Jersey, so Bergen County.
Where?
Montvale.
Oh, okay.
Montvale.
See, listen. We talk. People from Jersey always try to make it very vague because it's like Jersey. I grew up in Jersey too. I was in Bergen County too, so I'm trying to figure out if we was in the same kind of place.
Gotcha.
But Montville, I absolutely know. I'm from Pagoda, so it's cool. North Bergen, North Jersey, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So did that for high school, played ball in high school, and then after that, college, and then also I have a lot of family in the DMV vicinity, DC, Maryland, Virginia. So I spent countless.
That go-go sound.
Sexy lady. Hey, give me your number, girl.
Shout out to DJ Self. DJ Self to this day still plays that in the mix. That's the only way I know that record. Shout out to the boy DJ Self. And shout out to the whole DMV.
Word.
Now, where do you see yourself in this whole entertainment music genre in the next couple of years? What's going on?
For sure. So my goal and my aim, what I want to be, I want to move forward. My favorite thing to do now with music is the live performance aspect of it. So that's how I kind of started to get into acting and branching out. So what I want to do is I want to just expand my platform, you know, and I want to, again, just like we talked about, a jack of all trades. With the project coming, I'm going to build on that and piggyback off of that. I'm also, it was interesting, we was talking about that before, a self-taught chef myself. So
really?
being able to use these things. There's a lot of small things that I do on a daily basis that, to me, it doesn't seem that interesting because I've been doing it for so long. But, you know, I think to the outside, there are ways that, you know, can just to touch and affect people. So I'm also barber. I have my barber's license. So
see, I was just about to say, for my ladies that be watching, are you single, sir?
Yeah. So right now, I'm chilling. I'm in a relationship right now. Yeah,
so I was about to, ladies, he cooks, he's a barber, he sings, he raps, like, you know what I mean? But go ahead, continue.
But yeah, man, you know, just you know, branching out and doing a lot. I'm also really heavily involved with my church. You know what I mean? I went through a spiritual. I've been on a spiritual journey. I got baptized 2 years ago, so that's changed. Really? Changed, yeah, just how
What made you go on the spiritual journey?
So, you know, I think, you know, a lot of times with anything which you're looking for, you need to take things to the next level. You know, if you're sitting stagnant, that's not doing anybody any good, because you're taking away from your personal growth, and also how, I think as people, we forget how we influence others. So if you're not allowing yourself to grow, you're doing a disservice to that other person who you may be assigned, who God may be assigning you to help. Let's say, you know what I mean, you are required to, you know, God needs you to, you know, work on on this book idea that you have, because in your past you were, you know, let's say you were beaten as a child. Okay. And you're required to come out with this book so that you can help someone who's struggling with the same thing. You know what I mean? We think about everything. Everything becomes so much about us that we feel like we forget that, you know, we may be put on assignment for somebody else and help somebody else. So, you know, it's that's I'll loop that all around and to say that's where I'm trying to be. I'm trying to grow and be able to use myself and where I am right now as a ministry to allow people to get to know God and who God is, what He did for me. And I just knew I had gotten to a point where I needed to level up in all aspects of my life. You know what I'm saying? And that meant getting a idea of where my finances are, like what is going to drive me, where am I going to find my joy? You know what I mean? Where am I going to be able to help people? Because at the end of the day, whether it's music or entertainment or acting or something like that, once you reach a pinnacle of, let's say the money is not an issue and you're doing what you love, it's like, then what? Because eventually, if you keep on grinding and you keep on doing what you're doing, you're going to get to a point where eventually money is just going to continuously be coming in the door, and then it's going to. So what happens after that? What happens after you're a billionaire? What happens after you're a millionaire? You know what I mean? You could either continue to chase money, but along that way, what's going to happen? You know what I'm saying? When there's somebody in need that needs your story rather than your bread. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's how you're gonna start to change the world, through your story. You know what I mean? Not your money. That's what someone needs right now. They need, people will pay you for your story. You know what I mean? Once you grind long enough and you get to the point where you're now a millionaire, and you say, hey, $25 and I'll show you how I became a millionaire. What people don't know is that's a lifelong conversation. You know what I'm saying? That's a daily basis, you know what I mean, conversation, but people will pay you for it.
Speaking of stories, I'm a Game of Thrones fan.
Yo, let's word. We
Oh,
here.
wow.
We here.
We about to change
We here. Heavy.
So
Heavy,
when you
heavy.
said story, the first thing I thought of was Tyrion saying stories bring us together, and the reason Bran should be king is because he's got stories.
Oh, I see what you did there, and just bars. Okay,
You see what I'm saying?
okay. I see what you did
so
there.
I
Yeah.
understand that stories and bringing people together is very key for you.
Yeah.
And people in general. What would you, if your life was a book, what would have been the pinnacle of your story? Like, cause all right, so we're both Game of Thrones fans.
Yeah.
Season 4, season 5 was the pinnacle of Game of Thrones. I don't give a fuck who you are.
So we talking Red Wedding time frame, or
No.
before?
After that.
After Red
This was
Wedding.
when Oberyn got his head popped like when
Boom. Oh, yes.
when Jon Snow died.
Yeah.
When
Okay,
is
we
the
talking. Okay, we talking.
What is your pinnacle of your story? When would the people be like, oh my God? In your story, when did that happen?
Man, you know what? I would honestly say, for me, the way I feel right now is I haven't even hit Red Wedding yet.
Oh my God!
I haven't even hit Red Wedding yet. You know what I mean?
So you're still ascending.
We're still ascending. We're still ascending and aggressively ascending, because you know what I'm saying. It's coming of age of getting to the point where, you know, people are thinking one thing, and then boom, we have these big things starting to occur before we get to situations like that. John dying, coming back, like these big things. So I'm very close to red wedding right now.
Yes. Zeyi?
Yes, sir.
Is in the building. I didn't fuck it up. You seem like you've got a story.
Yeah, for sure.
You seem that there's more to you than what's on the surface.
Oh, yeah.
And I think artists like that have a great chance to make impact on the world.
Word.
So with that being said, I hope that whatever you're doing, you have the same passion, the same drive, the same love for it, because I could feel that from you.
Appreciate
your energy
that.
is real.
I appreciate that,
Look
bro.
into the camera.
Yes.
Let them know how to get in contact with you, how to be a part of the wave, how to follow
Definitely.
you, and all that good stuff.
Follow me, everything across the board. Zeyi says ZEYISAYS.
Is that your government name?
Excuse me, not my government name.
How'd that name come about?
So my name begins with a Z. So my first name is Zaret. So
My son is Zachariah.
Get out of here. Yo, Z's are powerful, man.
My son Zachariah, my daughter to be is gonna be Zariah. I'm staying with the Z's.
Zariah is the name Zariah has, that's a beautiful name. The name Zariah, I told myself I have a daughter, either Zaya or Zariah, something like that, you know what I mean, was names that I was, kind of circulating in my head. Whenever that time comes, you know what I mean?
See, the reason I picked Z, me and my father wasn't close. This is a little something. Me and my father weren't really close. I didn't know him too much. His name was Antoine.
Okay.
All his kids had the A's.
I already know
And my mom was like, nah, that's not gonna happen.
Right.
So once I had mine, I'm like, I'm gonna be the
Furthest
furthest
away
thing from that nigga. So we going with Z. So my son Zachariah, shout out to my daughter Zariah. That's how you got what you got.
Bigger.
That's what's up. That's facts.
That's what's up. That's powerful. I love, bro. You know what I mean? What that represent, again, that's your story. There's someone out there, who's going to be able to say, you know what? Instead of any resentment or whatever I have I'm going to use that and transform that. And now this is what came out of that. You know what I mean? I'm telling you. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Your story is going to affect a ton of people, you know what I mean? And that's kind of going back what I said before. But follow me everywhere. All social media is Zeyi Says, ZEYISAYS. ZeyiSays.com, also the website. We got the project Selfless is right around the corner.
When is that
That's
dropping?
going to be so we haven't put a special date on it. I'm not gonna say we're gonna pull a Beyonce, but we're gonna give y'all just
Please
enough.
let me know.
Just enough notice.
I want to support this. Come on.
I definitely got you. And the project Selfless is it's really about that. It's really about a coming of age of when you give so much of yourself, trying to be selfless, and how that gets perceived a lot of times as being selfish. Because what you end up doing is when you try to be selfless to everybody, somebody's gonna lose, and you end up spreading yourself too thin.
Yes.
So not only do you begin to neglect yourself, but the people who you were not, I guess, there for in every specific need, they begin to look at you as just selfish, while in entirety you try to be selfless along the way. So that's what the project is. We got a lot of music, a lot of visuals. We've been just gearing up as a team. Shouts to More Value, my brother Scott Morris, Asia Golden, the whole team. I just got a huge support system in my More Value, More Bookings family. Also my church family, definitely got to rep them. Trinity Church Harlem. I told you I'll be I'll be there every Sunday. You catch me in the front. What's up? Up there. Come check it out. So of course, thanks to God for all of this. Thanks to y'all for sure. Power 105. But yeah, follow me. I got a lot of things going. See me on the screen. Got a couple things. On the screen that we putting together. Couple new things. Couple old things. So stay tuned.
Zeyi is out here. Thank you for coming, brother. Like I said, let me know how to support it, because I feel I like energy. I like good energy, and I think you've got something with you.
Appreciate that.
And we're going to be supporting.
That's it. I appreciate you.
Thank you for coming to the Sit Down.
Thank you.
Zeyi, and we out.
It's lit now. Shout out EmEz and tune in to the Sit Down.
Check. EmEz. What's up, Brody?
Thank you for coming. This is the Sit Down.